Hi, this is Sangeetha, Assistant Professor, EC Department, SNS College of Engineering, Coimbatore. So today I am going to present about Arduino Uno and NodeMCU. So Arduino Uno and NodeMCU are two popular microcontroller development boards used for building various electronic projects. Especially it is mainly used for designing embedded design. So Arduino Uno is widely used board that is based on Atmega 328 microcontroller. So it has 14 input pins and 6 analog inputs, 16 megahertz crystal. There is a USB connection and a power jack, and there is a separate power port, and the board can be programmed using the Arduino IDE. That is, IDE means Integrated Development Environment, which is a software development environment that supports a programming language based on the wiring. So the Arduino Uno is an excellent choice for beginners who want to learn about the microcontrollers and electronics. So NodeMCU next. NodeMCU. NodeMCU is an open source firmware and development kit that is based on ESP8266 Wi-Fi module. The NodeMCU board is similar to the Arduino Uno, but it has a built-in Wi-Fi connectivity and a larger flash memory. NodeMCU can be programmed using LUA scripting language or using Arduino IDE with ESP8266 core installed. So both Arduino Uno and NodeMCU are great platforms for building electronic projects, but they differ in terms of their microcontroller and connectivity capabilities. So the Arduino Uno is a great choice for beginners. So let us discuss about difference between Arduino Uno and NodeMCU. So the Arduino microcontroller, in terms of microcontroller, Arduino Uno is based on the Atmega 328 microcontroller, while NodeMCU is based on ESP8266 Wi-Fi module. And next, about the connectivity, the Arduino Uno does not have built-in Wi-Fi connectivity, while NodeMCU has built-in connectivity, which makes it suitable for IoT projects that require wireless connectivity. Next, about the programming language. So the Arduino Uno can be programmed using the Arduino programming language, which is based on wiring. The NodeMCU can be programmed using LUA scripting language or using the Arduino IDE with the ESP8266 core installed. Memory. NodeMCU has more flash memory than Arduino Uno, which makes it suitable for more complex projects that require large amount of code or data storage. And about the input voltage, both require 7 to 12 volt, and it has, the Arduino Uno has 14 digital input output pins and 32K flash ROM and 16 megahertz crystal. Next, the features of Arduino board is so there are some features. So the first one is the microcontroller. The Arduino Uno is based on the Atmega 328 microcontroller, which is a 8-bit AVR microcontroller with 32 KB of flash memory, 2 KB of SRAM and 1 KB of EEPROM. So next, about the digital input output pins. The Arduino Uno has 14 digital input output pins, which can be used for controlling LEDs, motors and other digital services. So the analog pins, there are 6 analog input pins which can be used to read analog signals from sensors. The PWM output pins, the board has 6 PWM, that is pulse width modulation output pins, which can be used to control the brightness of the LEDs or speed of the motors. There is a USB connector. And next, about the programming, the board can be programmed using the Arduino Integrated Development Environment, which is a simple and easy to use software development environment that supports C++ based programming. So the Arduino board is a versatile and easy to use microcontroller development board that provides a range of digital and analog input output pins, so the PWM output pins and USB connectivity. Next, we'll see the different types of Arduino boards. There are many different types of Arduino boards available, but each with the different specification and capabilities. The first one is Arduino Uno, the most popular and widely used Arduino board. Next, Arduino Mega. Arduino Mega board features the Atmega 2560 microcontroller, which has more memory and input output pins than the Uno. It has 54 digital input output pins and 16 analog input and 4 UARTs. And Arduino Nano board. This is a similar version of Uno, featuring the Atmega 328, so the same which is used in Arduino Uno. It has 14 digital input output pins, 8 analog inputs and 16 MHz crystal. Next one is Arduino Leonardo. So this board features the Atmega 32U4 microcontroller, which has built-in USB connectivity and can act as USB device such as keyboard or mouse. And next one is Arduino Duo. This board features the Atmel SAM3X80 microcontroller, which is based on the ARM Cortex M3 architecture and has a 32-bit CPU. It has 54 digital input output pins, 12 analog inputs and 2 DACs. And the last one is Arduino MKR1000. This board features the Atmel SAM G21 microcontroller, which has built-in Wi-Fi connectivity and designed for IoT applications. So there are also many other types of Arduino boards available, such as Arduino Uno, Arduino Zero and Arduino Nano 33 IoT. Each board has its own set of features and capabilities. So it's important to choose the right board for our specific project. So these are the specifications of Arduino Uno for microcontroller, that is microcontroller Atmega 328, operating voltage 5 volt, digital input output pins, analog input output pins, DC current 40 milliamps and DC current for 3.3 volt pin is 50 milliamps, clock speed 16, and flash memory, SRAM, EEPROM, and these are some specification about Arduino. And this is Arduino IDE, that is integrated development environment, which supports, this is NodeMCU. So in this NodeMCU, so it is simply it can be called as a SoC, that is system on chip, which integrates a 32-bit Tensila microcontroller, a standard digital peripheral interfaces, antenna switches, RF balloon, power amplifier, and it is simply referred as ESP828266. So which has many features, that is antenna switches, RF balloon, power amplifier, low noise receive amplifier, filters and power management modules into a small package. So it provides the capabilities of 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi and general purpose input output pins, that is inter-integrated circuit, that is I2C. Inter-integrated circuit, analog to analog conversion, that is 10-bit ADC, serial peripheral interface SPA, and I2S interfaces with the DME, that is sharing pins with GPIO and UART, and pulse width modulation. So the processor core, that is the processor called L106, is based on Tensila Diamond standard. So it has a 64 boot ROM and 32-bit instruction RAM and 32 kilobytes instruction RAM and 80 kilobytes user data RAM. There is separate memory for instruction and data. So external flash memory can be accessed through SPA. The silicon chip itself housed with a quad flat number of leads packaged with 33 connection pads. So these are some specification of NodeMCU. Thank you.